Hello, everyone, and welcome to our English conversation practice session. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic for anyone looking to advance their career, job interview, preparation. Whether you're a student, a recent graduate, or an experienced professional, a well-executed job interview can open doors to exciting opportunities. In this video, we'll walk you through a complete job interview scenario. You'll hear realistic questions, observe strong communication skills, and learn how to navigate common challenges. We'll have two fantastic actors demonstrating the roles: Sarah, our confident candidate, and Mark, the insightful interviewer. Pay close attention to their language, their tone, and how they handle different situations. After the interview, I'll break down key phrases, discuss common mistakes, and provide valuable tips to help you shine in your next job interview. So, grab a pen and paper and let's get started. The interview process: greeting to closing remarks. Scene: a professional office setting. Two chairs facing each other, a small table between them. Mark, the interviewer, is seated, reviewing papers. Sarah, the candidate, enters. Mark, smiling warmly: "Hello, you must be Sarah Jenkins?" Sarah, smiling back, extending a hand: "Yes, that's right. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mark. Thank you for inviting me." Mark, shaking her hand firmly: "The pleasure is all mine. Sarah, please, have a seat." Sarah, "Thank you." Sits down, places her bag neatly beside her chair. Mark, "So, Sarah, thank you for coming in today. We've reviewed your resume, and we're quite impressed with your background. I'm Mark Johnson, the Senior Marketing Manager here at Innovate Tech Solutions. We're really excited about this Senior Marketing Specialist position." Sarah, "It's a role I'm very enthusiastic about." Mark, "I've been following Innovate Tech's work for quite some time, and I admire your innovative approach to digital marketing. Common interview questions and detailed answers." Mark, "Great to hear that. Well, let's dive right in. To start, could you please tell me a bit about yourself and your professional journey so far?" Sarah takes a breath, maintains eye contact. "Certainly. I've spent the last 7 years in the marketing industry, specializing in digital strategy and content creation. My journey began as a marketing assistant at Brightspire Agency, where I gained a solid foundation in market research and campaign execution. After 3 years, I moved to Global Brands Inc. as a digital marketing coordinator. There, I was responsible for managing social media campaigns, optimizing SEO, and analyzing data to improve engagement. What I particularly enjoyed at Global Brands was the opportunity to lead a small team on several successful product launches, which significantly boosted our online presence and sales by an average of 15% quarter over quarter. I'm passionate about creating impactful marketing strategies that not only reach the target audience, but also genuinely resonate with them. I'm now looking for a role where I can leverage my experience in a more strategic capacity, contributing to a company's overarching vision, which is why this senior marketing specialist role at Innovate Tech excites me so much." Mark, "That's a very comprehensive overview." Sarah, "It sounds like you've had some significant achievements. My next question is, why are you interested in this particular position at Innovate Tech Solutions?" Sarah leans slightly forward, showing enthusiasm. "As I mentioned, I've been incredibly impressed with Innovate Tech's commitment to cutting-edge technology and your user-centric design philosophy. Your recent campaign for the Nexus smart home system truly stood out to me. It was both innovative and highly effective. I believe my expertise in data-driven marketing, coupled with my passion for technology, aligns perfectly with the requirements of this senior marketing specialist role. I'm particularly drawn to the opportunity to develop and implement comprehensive digital marketing strategies, something I excel at. I'm also excited by the prospect of working with a team that values creativity and collaboration, which is a strong cultural fit for me. I'm confident I can contribute significantly to your marketing objectives and help Innovate Tech achieve even greater success." Mark, "Very good. Now, let's talk about your strengths and weaknesses. What would you consider your greatest strengths? And conversely, What areas do you feel you need to develop further? Sarah thinks for a moment, then speaks confidently. I'd say my greatest strengths are my analytical skills and my adaptability. I'm very adept at interpreting complex data to identify trends and inform strategic decisions, which I believe is crucial in today's data-driven marketing landscape. For example, in my previous role, I optimized our ad spend by 20% after analyzing campaign performance data. My adaptability comes from working in fast-paced environments where priorities often shift. I'm comfortable learning new tools and strategies quickly to meet evolving business needs. As for an area I'm working on, I'd say it's about delegation. In the past, I sometimes found myself taking on too many tasks to ensure they were perfect, rather than fully trusting my team members to handle them. I've been actively working on this by providing clearer guidelines, offering more comprehensive support, and empowering my colleagues to take ownership. I've seen a noticeable improvement in team efficiency and my own workload management since I started consciously focusing on this. Mark, that's a very honest and insightful answer. Sarah, it shows a good level of self-awareness. Let's look a little further ahead. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, professionally speaking? Sarah looks thoughtful. In the next 5 years, I envision myself as a key contributor to a leading marketing team, ideally in a senior leadership role. I want to continue developing my expertise in emerging digital marketing trends, perhaps even specializing in AI-driven marketing solutions. I see myself leading impactful projects, mentoring junior colleagues, and significantly contributing to a company's strategic growth. I'm very keen on continuous learning, and I believe that at Innovate Tech, with its focus on innovation, I would have ample opportunities to grow and contribute at that level. Ultimately, I want to be in a position where I can drive significant positive change and help shape the future of marketing within a forward-thinking organization. Mark, excellent. Now, let's consider a challenge. Can you describe a time you faced a significant challenge at work and how you overcame it? Sarah recalls an experience. Absolutely. In my previous role at Global Brands Inc., we were launching a new product line, and a week before the launch, our primary advertising platform suddenly changed its algorithm, drastically reducing the reach of our planned campaigns. This was a significant challenge as our entire launch strategy was built around that platform. To overcome this, I immediately convened a meeting with my team. We brainstormed alternative strategies and decided to pivot quickly to a multi-platform approach, reallocating budget to influencer marketing and targeted email campaigns, which we hadn't initially prioritized. I worked late nights with the content team to create new assets optimized for these platforms. We also proactively communicated with our sales team about the shift to manage expectations. Despite the setback, we not only managed to launch on time, but actually exceeded our initial sales targets by 10% in the first month. It was a stressful period, but it taught me the importance of agility, quick decision-making, and leveraging the strengths of my team to overcome unforeseen obstacles. Mark, that's a fantastic example. Sarah, it demonstrates your problem-solving skills and resilience. Moving on, how do you handle working under pressure or with tight deadlines? Sarah, confidentially, I thrive under pressure. I find that deadlines actually help me focus and prioritize my tasks more effectively. My approach is to break down large projects into smaller, manageable steps, which makes the overall task less daunting. I also create detailed to-do lists and allocate specific time blocks for each task. If a deadline is particularly tight, I'm not afraid to ask for clarification on priorities or to communicate potential roadblocks proactively. I also make sure to build in some buffer time for unexpected issues. I believe a calm and organized approach is key to delivering high-quality work, even when the pressure is on. Interviewers follow up, questions and feedback. Mark, that's a very practical approach. Let's delve a bit deeper into your experience with content. Can you give me an example of a successful content campaign you managed? And what metrics you used to measure its success? Sarah, of course. At Global Brands Inc., I spearheaded a content campaign for our new eco-friendly product line. The goal was to raise awareness and drive pre-orders. We developed a series of blog posts, social media infographics, and a short video series, showcasing the product's sustainable features and benefits. To measure success, we tracked several key metrics. Website traffic. We saw a 30% increase in unique visitors to the product landing page. Social media engagement. Our Instagram and Facebook posts related to the campaign had a 25% higher engagement rate, likes, shares, comments, compared to our usual content. Email open and click-through rates. Our segmented email campaigns achieved a 40% open rate and 15% click-through rate, which were well above our average. Pre-orders. Most importantly, we exceeded our pre-order target by 20% within the first 2 weeks. The success of this campaign underscored the importance of compelling storytelling and consistent messaging across multiple channels. Mark, those are impressive results. Sarah, it's clear you're comfortable with data. Now, a more behavioral question. How do you approach working collaboratively within a team? Can you describe your ideal team environment? Sarah, I believe strong collaboration is essential for any successful project. My approach is to be an active listener, contribute ideas openly, and always be willing to support my colleagues. I enjoy brainstorming sessions and find that diverse perspectives often lead to the most innovative solutions. My ideal team environment is one that fosters open communication, mutual respect, and shared accountability. I value a culture where team members feel comfortable expressing their opinions, even if they differ, and where constructive feedback is encouraged. I also appreciate a team that celebrates successes together and learns from challenges collaboratively. I thrive in an environment where everyone is working towards a common goal, leveraging their individual strengths to achieve collective success. Candidate asking questions to the interviewer. Mark, excellent. We're nearing the end of our allotted time. Do you have any questions for me, Sarah, about Innovate Tech Solutions or the role itself? Sarah pulls out a small notebook and pen. Yes, I do. Thank you. Firstly, I'm curious about the team structure within the marketing department. How closely do the senior marketing specialists collaborate with the broader marketing team and other departments like product development or sales? Mark, that's a great question. Our marketing department is structured to be very collaborative. Senior marketing specialists work closely with their specific product teams, often cross-functional units that include product managers, designers, and sales representatives. We believe this integrated approach ensures our marketing efforts are perfectly aligned with product development and sales strategies. There are also regular team meetings within the marketing department to share insights and best practices. Sarah, that sounds very efficient. My second question is, what are the biggest challenges or opportunities you see for the marketing department at Innovate Tech in the coming year? Mark leans back, considers. That's a thoughtful question. I'd say our biggest opportunity lies in further penetrating the international market, particularly in Southeast Asia, where we see significant growth potential. The challenge, of course, is tailoring our messaging and strategies to diverse cultural contexts while maintaining our brand identity. We're also looking to leverage AI and machine learning more extensively in our data analysis to personalize customer experiences even further. Sarah, that's very exciting. Finally, what are the next steps in the hiring process? And when can I expect to hear back? Mark, we're still conducting a few more interviews this week. We aim to make a decision by the end of next week. We'll be in touch regardless of the outcome. Thank you again, Sarah, for your time and for sharing your experience with us today. It was a very productive conversation. Sarah, thank you. Mark, I truly enjoyed learning more about this opportunity in Innovate Tech. I look forward to hearing from you. Stands up, extends hand again. Mark shakes her hand. Likewise, Sarah, have a good day. Sarah, you too, goodbye. Exits gracefully. Narrator analysis and feedback. Scene narrator back in the studio. Whiteboard now has sections for good phrases, common mistakes, and alternative expressions. Narrator, welcome back. That was a fantastic demonstration of a well-conducted job interview. Now, let's break down some key takeaways to help you in your own interview preparation. Highlighting good phrases. Did you notice how Sarah used a lot of strong active verbs and specific examples? Let's look at a few. It's a pleasure to meet you. A polite and professional greeting. I'm very enthusiastic about this role. Shows genuine interest. My journey began as a good way to frame your career progression. I gained a solid foundation in highlights foundational skills. I was responsible for managing, optimizing, and analyzing. Uses strong action verbs. I'm passionate about creating impactful marketing strategies. Expresses enthusiasm and defines what drives you. I believe my expertise aligns perfectly with the requirements. Directly connects your skills to the job. I'm confident I can contribute significantly. Shows self-assurance. I'd say my greatest strengths are my analytical skills and my adaptability. Clearly states strengths. As for an area I'm working on, I'd say it's about delegation. Addresses weaknesses constructively. I've been actively working on this by providing clearer guidelines. Shows proactive improvement. I envision myself as a key contributor. Clear vision for the future. I thrive under pressure. Positive framing of a challenging situation. I believe strong collaboration is essential. Defines your team philosophy. My approach is to be an active listener. Describes your collaborative style. I'm curious about the team structure. Asking insightful questions. What are the biggest challenges or opportunities? Demonstrate strategic thinking. Notice how Sarah didn't just state her skills, but provided concrete examples and quantifiable results. This is incredibly powerful. Instead of just saying, I'm good at marketing, she said, I managed social media campaigns, which significantly boosted our online presence and sales by an average of 15%. Common mistakes and alternative ways to express ideas. Now, let's talk about some common pitfalls and how to avoid them. 1. Vague answers. Mistake. I'm a hard worker. Better. I consistently meet deadlines. And I'm always looking for ways to improve efficiency. For example, in my last role, I streamlined our reporting process, saving 5 hours per week. 2. Negative framing of weaknesses. Mistake. I'm not very good at public speaking. And then stops there. Better. Public speaking used to be an area I felt less confident in. However, I've actively joined a Toastmasters club and have been practicing regularly. I recently delivered a presentation to a team of 30, and it was well received. Shows self-awareness and action taken to improve. 3. Not asking questions. Mistake. No, I don't have any questions. This can make you seem uninterested. Better. Always prepare at least 2 to 3 thoughtful questions about the role, the team, or the company culture. It shows engagement and genuine interest. 4. Focusing only on I. While you need to talk about yourself, remember to connect your skills to the company's needs. Instead of, I want this job because it will help my career, try, I believe my skills in X will directly contribute to company's goal Y. 5. Lacking energy or enthusiasm. Your body language and tone of voice are just as important as your words. Make eye contact, smile, and sound genuinely interested in the conversation. Phrases for specific situations. When you need a moment to think. That's a very good question. Let me think for a moment. That's an interesting point. I'd say, when you want to elaborate on that, let me give you an example. When you want to clarify a question, Could you clarify what you mean by, just to make sure I understand, are you asking about, remember, practice makes perfect. Record yourself, get feedback from friends, and review your answers. Concluding summary and tips for job interviews. Scene narrator back in the studio, perhaps with tips for success on the whiteboard. Narrator, and that brings us to the end of our job interview practice session. I hope you found this detailed script and analysis helpful. Let's recap some of the key takeaways and provide you with some final tips for success. 1. Do your homework. Research the company thoroughly. Understand their mission, values, recent projects, and the specific requirements of the role. This will help you tailor your answers. 2. Practice common questions, rehearse. Answers to typical interview questions. Don't memorize them word for word, but have key points ready. Focus on using the STAR method: situation, task, action, result for behavioral questions. 3. Showcase your achievements with examples. Don't just state what you can do. Prove it with concrete examples and quantifiable results. 4. Be honest and authentic. While it's important to present yourself well, be genuine. Interviewers appreciate honesty and self-awareness. 5. Ask thoughtful questions. Always have questions prepared for the interviewer. It demonstrates your engagement and helps you assess if the role and company are a good fit for you. 6. Follow up. Send a polite thank you email within 24 hours of your interview, reiterating your interest and thanking them for their time. 7. Dress professionally and be punctual. First impressions matter. Dress appropriately for the industry and arrive a few minutes early for in-person interviews or log in early for virtual ones. Mastering the job interview is a skill that improves with practice. The more you prepare, the more confident and articulate you'll become. So, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep striving for those dream roles. Thank you for joining us today. We wish you the very best in your next job interview. See you next time for more English conversation practice. Fade to black.